Now that's more like it. And good evening to all, and Sapna in particular. Sapna was attempting project 7 today, and I would like to summarize what I liked about her speech, some areas of improvement, and then at the end again emphasize on the highlights of the speech as such. Sapna, what I liked was right from the beginning, from the word go, the opening had two examples of two people who had not done well, who had taken to some bad modes of making money because of their unemployability, which came later in the speech. So the opening I felt was very good in the form of those two examples. And then what I also liked about your speech as we went through it was that, having seen your previous speeches, the earlier speeches, I thought that the modulation, your voice modulation, were in certain areas where you had to really, get the audience's attention, you went fast. And the areas where you wanted to emphasize on, you went very slow to emphasize on those points. So I think you also used pauses during the speech to quite a good effect. What I also liked is the way you used the board to spell out the statistics which you had to support what you wanted to say, and how you funneled down the 1.2 billion and then you came down to the 5 million who are the educated amongst the workforce and the 10 million who are the not having the degree per se. Having said that, if I were to give you a couple of suggestions, I would say that the first would be there have to be more key take-home messages at the end of the speech. Say at least 2 or 3 key take-home messages. There was one where you said that there are resources available for people who are not unemployable for people who are unemployable to upgrade on their skills, like you gave the example of Unnati. So similarly, there could have been 2 or 3, 2 more such take-home messages which you wanted, which we could as audience or as the people who are listening to the speech probably implement. A strong conclusion, the way you had a strong opening, I felt a strong conclusion could have been there to the speech in the form of a punchline of some sort. And I think one thing which you could have used is some amount of personal experience. Maybe your interactions with Unnati or with someone whom you've seen firsthand, and how how that person has fared as such. Overall, I think what we have seen over your 7 speeches is that now this speech was very conversational for most parts of it, and you've come a long way since CC1 for sure. And all I can say is all the best to you for your future speeches.
Big round of applause for the speaker and the narrator. From my side, if I have to say something, Sapna, this was